wanted to talk about a podcast called The White Vault. This is a podcast that's been about for a couple of years, but my attention was only recently drawn to it. I think it came as a promo during a Wolverine podcast that I listened to. It is a survival horror podcast about a group of engineers, researchers who are sent to an Arctic station to investigate a strange signal and undertake repairs to it, whatever they might need to be. They find that there is an underground town city beneath the ice, and go and explore it, and then find that it's an ancient underground site and that they are being stalked by something, a creature or a being. And it starts trying to pick them off one by one, and they then find that they've got their communications cut off because of a unnatural storm that is isolating them from the area, and that there are other things afoot with the general area that need looking into. I'm trying not to spoil anything, by the way, if you know some people dancing around saying too much with what they find and what they do. It's a really, really good podcast. It's in a found footage style, so each episode is presented as information and data that has been recovered for a particular day or a particular event, and there's a very flat narrator presenting the evidence at the start and the end, which is great because that flatness only serves to emphasise the drama that is going on in the actual recordings and clips that you hear. There's great sound design on it. They're in this sort of Arctic environment with this storm and this weather, but you never feel that it's overpowering the actors. It's always working with them. I would say that a good example is the show that I heard about it from, Wolverine. I think it's not got a very good sound design, and that can sometimes be confusing and ruin your enjoyment of it, whereas this is spot on. There's 2 series of it, and I think it's been got funding for a 3rd series. There's no adverts interrupting it in the middle or anything like that. I think it's fully Patreon funded or Kickstarter funded. I wouldn't mind an advert at the start and the end if it meant that they could keep going, but I think they'd be right to not have any in the middle. It's got a wide cast of characters, all played by different nationalities, and that comes across really well on the podcast. You've got these different accents, different attitudes, and people react in a way that is somewhat realistic. You've got some people freaking out, you've got some people just joking around and trying to make light of everything and just keep upbeat, as you would get in normal situations. It conjures up images of films such as The Thing, obviously, that you'd be familiar with. The Terror is a recent TV series about people being stalked across the ice, trying to get away from a creature. And also a film called The Cave, which came out a few years ago, starring Cole Hauser, about people, a rescue team trapped in a cave and there's creatures after them. I'll be interested to see where it goes. They've laid a lot of groundwork for sort of mythological stuff and ancient cultures, and it's very gripping and very, very easy to binge your way through all of the episodes like I did. They're all about 20 odd minutes long, so in an hour you can rip through 3 episodes and be halfway through a series almost. Really worth checking out if you want a good sort of eerie listen that isn't too heavy duty to get through.